Garrett Mcllhenney with us here in the John Mendola Show. Is a grad student at Misericordia, so obviously you're part of this program for a while, part of the success. Talk about being a part here at Misericordia University and when you said, yes, hey, this is where I want to go have my baseball career.
It's special, man. It actually came out of nowhere for me when I was looking in the recruiting process. I was actually a couple days away from committing to another school, and it came out of nowhere, and I came, visited, absolutely loved it, felt like home, and it's been the best decision I've made ever since.
Misericordia University, a Division III baseball program. Some people are like, oh man, you go play Division III. They don't know. They don't know what it's like to play for Pete Egbert, how challenging it is to get on the field in this program with the depth that you guys have.
It's hard, man. I mean, you have to come in here and you have to compete every single day, and you got to show that you want to work hard and be a part of something special. And when you can come here and do that, you're going to be able to not only have success individually, but be able to have team success in the long run.
You go years back, man, like 5 years, you're a grad student, you're thinking, hey, ain't gonna be no dome here? What's this? Now you're here practicing in a dome before the World Series. Talk about that feeling, just to be the pride they have. Man, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for us because we've been able to come in here on days like this when it's raining outside all day. We can't use our field. And when we're in conference play during the season, not many teams around here can do stuff like this. So to be able to get inside in a facility like this, and as big as it is, you can field whole inter-squad games in here. So it's pretty special to be able to get in here every single day.
Watching these guys, looks like they're just throwing a bunch of baseballs. Egbert's over there just like walking around, but that motor's always going in that brain of Egbert's. Talk a little bit about what you know he's thinking about, because he's always one step ahead of people.
Obviously, I mean, he's always prepared, so he's always thinking about the next step. When he's evaluating us, he likes to say that he is always watching everything that we do, and it's always for a purpose. Whether it's on the field preparation or scouting preparation, it's one or the other, and he's always thinking about something, which only allows us to be that much more prepared on game day.
You got to take chances. He's a guy who takes chances. You guys are stealing bases. You're doing the little things, but those little things won you games, so speaking down there in Virginia.
Yeah, I mean, they add up because, as you saw in the first inning of Game 2, we took 2 bases right away, and we were able to score off of little mishaps, and we like to call it Cougar baseball. And when you play Cougar baseball the right way, you could steal a couple runs here and there, and at the end, you saw it turns out to win us baseball games.
You're out in the outfield. I mean, is it like when you're like 6 years old, you're picking dandelions out there? I mean, you're watching these pitchers like, man, these guys are smoking it. Talk a little bit about that pitching staff.
It's special because when we went to the World Series last year, we said when we came home from it, we were like, the one thing that we need to really improve on is our pitching. And as you can see, our staff is special this year. And to be able to sit and play defense behind them, I feel like I'm out there picking dandelions because they've been so good this year. And when they're down one day, the offense picks them up, and when the offense is down, the pitching picks us up. So that's what makes a good team.
Offense ain't down that much. You guys got, I don't know, 6 guys batting over 300 or something like that. Talk a little bit about the ability of guys to get on base, hit a single, a walk, whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we preach as the Misericordia Cougars. It's what we do. We talk about getting on base, stealing bases, playing Cougar small ball, and when you can do that, it just passes the stick to the next guy. It goes one down the line, and that's how you put and string things together.
Your family, I'm sure they're there for you. They've supported you. Hey, you want to go to Misericordia? Sure. We'll write a little, we'll get you going here. You need a couple $100 here and there along the way. Talk a little bit about this education that you got, your major, and how you feel about that at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's put me in a great spot. I've actually accepted a job offer already because of the education that I got here, and I'm a semester away from getting my master's degree. So along with the baseball that I've been able to play for the past 5 years, I've been able to get a world-class education because of it too, and it's been special. I mean, I haven't regretted a second of this experience here.
Your boys here, these teammates, these guys you'll probably never forget. Talk about, the special relationships you've built.
Yeah, I mean, we preach camaraderie when we get here every year in the fall, and when we can build a brotherhood like we have, it not only allows us to create on-field success, but we get closer with the alumni because of it. I know guys that have played 10 years in the past who I talk to every week before games. We get text messages from guys who were in the 2018 World Series team. It shows you how deep this program runs, and it shows you what what relationships you can build because of that. I mean, I've lived with the same 5 guys for all 4 years, so it just goes to show you once you're here and you're playing Cougar baseball, it's a brotherhood and it runs deep.
Is there a thing you felt Coach Egbert brought out in you that maybe you didn't have before you got here, or something you're going to take with you that, man, he always preaches this? Tell us a thing or two that you could say.
I've always been a competitive person, but I would say the one thing that Coach taught me throughout my 5 years here is that 1, to never settle, and 2, your body can go further than you think it could ever go. He always preaches to us we want to be the mentally and physically toughest team at the end of the year, and I don't think we get here if we are not that team. So as I've gotten older, as I've matured, I've definitely realized my body can do more and it can take more, and because of that, I'm able to compete harder in life and to be able to be better prepared for anything that comes my way.
Great to hear your story, man. You got another chapter to write. All the best.
Yep, thank you very much. I appreciate it.